It is full of garbage. 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 Your audio sucks. Your audio sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump ahead. We are early tonight, but let's get right into it. Oh my gosh, we don't have a camera set up. Oh boy, it's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News with a Bachelor post-show recap. Don't mind me. This is a radio program. We got the video coming very shortly. Just stay tuned and listen to those jazzy tunes of Dave stalling for time. All right, hold on. We're going to be totally fine. We are going to be totes, magoats, perfectly fine here as we get this together in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Whoa, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bachelor Recap, guys. Review. Let's do a little after show there. We're going to go through some of the evening's tweets, X's, whatever the hell they're called. Do a quick 30, hang out with you guys. What's going on? Bonsoir, Lou. Comment allez-vous? Ce soir, moi, je suis régulier, pas très bien, mais pas mauvais. Je suis une power recapper. All right, let's pull up your thoughts. I had the better part of a full cauliflower pizza with dollops of ricotta cheese. That's what I just did for dinner. And boy, am I feeling pretty bloated. I'll tell you that. All right, we got some of your thoughts out here. Oh, I got the wrong one pulled up. Again, every time I have to take my computer out and restart it, it's a lot of business out there. Who else does live streams for The Bachelor after show? Who are we competing against? Does Fantake still do it? And Mick K said, great travel ad for Jasper. Stunning. It's amazing out there. Looking very nice. Ingrid said Kelsey's dad for Golden Bachelor. Oh, there's a good one. There's a good one. Kelsey's dad for Golden Bachelor. How about Maria's dad? I love a good strong-willed father. Maria's dad. I don't know if you. Why is William Shatner trending? We just made to make sure he didn't die or anything. Looks like he's okay. Whenever we see someone trending, we think they're either dead or got Me Too'd or something. All right. Fantake is going live. He goes live. Doom da do do doom do do. Let's look at the latest tweets from you guys. Joey has no chemistry with Rachel and Kelsey and very little chemistry with Daisy. He fumbled the bag, sending Kelsey T home. Well, I don't know about all of that. It's so hard for us. It's so hard for us to be like, oh, so-and-so doesn't have chemistry. Like, we're not there. We're seeing like a snippet of it. We can't feel those feelings they feel. Let's see what we got here in the sections. Oh, someone posted this. Dave Neal had some jaw-dropping tea on his Patreon stream today. Proof that Jane Doe is lying about some of her arts and crafts evidence she has given to him in Reality Steve. Yep, that's true. Yeah, we got it all on the Patreon. Someone said, this is not a paid advertisement for Dave, by the way, just for spec. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. What do we have here? I mean, look, what's there to say about tonight's episode? What do you guys want to talk about? It doesn't really feel like this is one of those, let's, do phone calls and make a big night of it. This season has managed to dodge the crazy Shanae. I mean, we had a little bit. I mean, we had a little villain, a little villain. Looks like Daisy's trending still. So tonight we lost Jen. And who else do we... I'm already forgetting who we lost. We lost Jen. Who else did we lose? I don't even remember. I wrote it down. Kelsey. We lost Jen and Kelsey. Someone said, I know y'all love Daisy, but she's low-key boring. I really don't see the chemistry. All right. I mean, well, they had chemistry today. I don't know. Hallelujah. Okay. I tell you what. You know what? Let's do this. Some of the Instagram accounts do a really good job of putting together all of the sort of commentary of the evening. Season 27 second place finisher Gabby took to her Instagram stories to finally respond to rumors that she was caught reading our book in the Bachelor Mansion and calls for the real player to identify themselves. Yes, you can bring books. I now laugh at the fact that there was a rumor that I brought the book How to Win the Bachelor and was caught reading it. I didn't, for the record. But another girl did find the book in the closet. We thought it was funny someone would bring that and then handed it over to a producer. But I remember being so upset that someone started that rumor about me because I knew how untrue it was. Doom, ska, boom, doom, boom, boom. Maybe it was a setup. Maybe it wasn't, but it was the one time the cameras weren't rolling, and I wish they were, so people wouldn't have been able to spread those lies. And if you were the girl on my season who brought the book, can you please come forward? Thanks. Damiana said, Dave, aside from your favorite, who do you want on your Driving with Dave when this season ends? From this season, I think, of course, I like Maria. It would be interesting to talk to Leia, just because, you know, she obviously was like the villain and all that. Sydney would be interesting too, just to find out like what was going on with them. Bruce said he sent me an AI photo. Let's see if we can find that photo. Find that photo. What did you send it to me on? Oh my gosh, guys. I am just vibing tonight. Oh, here it is. I got Bruce's photo. Oh, this is nice. We have an AI photo. Hold on. I'm going to be flying it over to this is a beautiful, the powers of artificial intelligence. You know, we thought we'd be using it for sex toys and, you know, bombing other countries, but it turns out we're just using it to make fun photos. That's all we're using it for. Here it is. This is a elk bachelor with plenty of points there on his antlers. Very nice there, Bruce. Maria's never brought anyone home. I think that's why she may have freaked out, or one of the reasons. Yeah, and it's like, here's the deal with Maria, right? I'm not like kissing her ass or anything, but Maria's biggest freak out was today, this episode. And at no point during that freak out did she throw anyone else under the bus. She just quite literally was in her own mood, you know? All right, let's see what BachelorNation.scoop has.
So ready to find.
All right, so that's from a while ago.
You've gone viral. A lot of theories about your unprecedented ending. I'm sure you've been asked a million times. I'll try to frame it.
No, we're not doing that. Let's see what else we have here. Love is Blind stars.
Holy shit, how much did that wedding cost?
I was able to start doing modeling full time.
Okay. All right, can't share that. What was this last one? Trying to see what we can share here. We've got a meme. Joey trying to make Jesse play tennis with him in every new location. I feel like Joey talks more in depth about his emotions to Jesse than any of the women. Why are we not seeing Joey talk more in depth with the women? Oh, stop it. He can be open with Jesse unconditionally. This feels like a scene from a Hallmark movie. Of course, it was beautiful. The Bachelor hot tub has seen more of the world than I have. Yeah, the Bachelor hot tub gets around. My guess is they just buy a different one of these wherever they go. They like know how to work it. It's easy. They buy it. Maybe they resell it. Maybe they rent it. Alex said, dumb question. Where does one make an IA photo? I don't know. Alex. Me not understanding why Daisy isn't in love with Joey when I've been in love with him since he was announced as the Bachelor. Good point. A lumberjack date, very odd. Seeing Maria chop wood was scary. Yeah, I thought she was going to break a toe. Maria has literally trained with Vin Diesel. She should dominate this challenge. That's true. We've got Vin Diesel alum. Bruh, that elk milk. Yeah, somebody was farting after eating all that elk milk. What can you do? You know what I mean? Bachelor producers thinking up date ideas in the writer's room. Oop, not Jen kissing Joey during his interview. Hey, what can you do? Maria, I adore you, but what did you think this show was, baby girl? No, I hate this. Oh, you didn't know what the show was about? It's not about knowing what the show's about, you moron. It's about feeling your emotions and feeling jealous. The way Joey made Jen feel comfortable about meeting her family, this man is too good to be true. Gina said, Maria is a cool person and it would be fun on Bachelor in Paradise. I don't think we're getting a Bachelor in Paradise this year. Travis says, yo, Maria is stunning. I'm drop dead for her. I'm a gem in eye. Polar plunge didn't look as cold as Sean Lowe's season. Listen, as somebody I've done the polar plunge in essentially the coldest, 33 degree water. And the sounds that they made are the exact sounds you hear during a cold plunge. Just a bunch of, you just make these primal sounds. It's actually a lot of fun. It's it's freezing. But they had a sauna they could go into right after. I remember doing a cold plunge and I had to drive home after that and I couldn't feel my feet. Maria, you did not survive all the mean girls just to self-eliminate. Gosh darn it. I'm trying to understand what just happened with Maria. Yeah, Maria's inner feels. She's feeling a certain way and that makes her jealous or anxious. All right. I'm afraid that I screwed things up with him. Really, Maria? You don't say. No, I don't think Maria screwed things up. Look, Joey did a good job of explaining to Maria the pitfalls of the show. He said, look, everyone told me Charity might not be into me and I, don't get your hopes up and this and that. And I pursued it. Now, is there confirmation bias by Joey? Because he's the lead? Sure. There's plenty of guys that got their heart broken in the last decade that got nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? But again, the Bachelor Stellar Graphics team strikes again. Why? What does it say down there? Plunging into cold water may cause gasping, hypothermia, high-pitched squealing, and shrinkage. Very good. I don't know who Devo Brown is. I'm guessing he's a reporter for City TV. Kelsey, OMG, the polar plunge was so fun. Joey, yeah. Maria back at the hotel trying to fix things in time for hometowns. Very good. Very good. Maria, when she heard her name. Some of these memes are so funny and so weird. Very excited to see Maria's dad next week. Yeah, Maria's dad is great, right? He's great, and we know he's a big fan of our show. So shout out to Maria's dad. Now, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't feel like there's much to talk about right now. It's one of those episodes, again, I'm not saying, like, why should people run to YouTube to talk about the episode when Kelsey and Jen didn't even cry? You know what I mean? I'm not saying they didn't feel their feelings, but like, I don't think anyone's sad right now. Loonicorn said, cute. Maria's dad is a fan. Oh yeah. Maria's dad he's in the tribe. Maria's dad's one of us. He's a power listener. I gotta tell you, like I said, it ain't your fault. You guys are here. I just don't think, this isn't one of those, oh my gosh, can you believe so-and-so said that? Let's go on YouTube and talk about it. This just isn't one of those nights. You know what I mean? Nancy McLean said, is Maria's dad in the chat? I don't believe so, but if Maria's dad's in the chat, please let us know. Robin said, Gino's dad needs to meet Maria's dad. How about Rachel Recchia's dad? Bruce said they chopped wood successfully. Yeah, I mean, what else was there to talk about? Damiana says, Dave, I hope when time permits you will share your Love is Blind thoughts. I need to get past the 5th episode. I keep falling asleep. Loonicorn said this episode wasn't wild enough. Our polar bear plunge in Chicago is on March 3rd. Temp expected to be 72 degrees. Yeah, it's all about the water temperature, And I have to say this. On days where it's sunny, even on cold days, the sun will warm you up right after. Some of the coldest cold plunges I've ever done are when it was cloudy outside because you didn't evaporate the cold water. You know what I mean? Damiana says, please keep going. No, it's not that I hate you guys. I'm just like going, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? I'm going to do the podcast in a little bit. I'm not going to do it live with you guys. I'll tell you what I'm going to cover on tomorrow's podcast. On tomorrow's podcast, I'm going to cover this. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. No, that's not it either. Let's see what Mercedes said. Let's just see if there's anyone here. Mercedes posted. Nope, nothing there. What did Tasha post today? There's my wife. She's in her new bump suit. Let's take a look.
Because the sun finally came out in Nashville and it's going to be 70 degrees. So I'm going for shorts, throw a little flannel over it. Yeah. This is the final look. A little oversized collared shirt, just in case the AC's too strong in the store.
And if you look closely, my son is there. That's my son. If you look closely, if you look closely, you'll see my son there. I'm starting to workshop saying my son. Ba boom 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 boom. What else do we got? What do we got? Do we have anything from Maria? Yeah, I mean, I don't expect. I'll tell you what. We are gonna have bombshell stuff to talk about tomorrow, but it ain't gonna be from tonight's episode. That's all I have to say about that. Bombshell stuff tomorrow, but not from tonight's episode. All right. So here's Maria. No audio. Here she is, some behind the scenes with the ladies. It's always so weird when there's no music behind it. All the You know what's so funny is when women take photos and they're always like, they sound like dolphins. MB said, I think this is Dave's nice way of telling us that there will be no West Coast after show. The West Coast after show is essentially dead until we have something so crazy. Like maybe an after final episode that's so wild that we get, like this recap goes into the other one. Yeah. God, I tell you what, it's tough. It's tough. We had a pretty productive day today. 3 videos, 2 podcasts, and a Patreon. Did I get all that? So we had a good day, and the pre-show live stream and the post-show. So that's 8 pieces of content we had between the podcast and the video. So, definitely think we did okay today. I just, I'm just, it's one of those, All right, so trying to see who else we have.
Usually do the outdoors, like I'm an outdoorsy kind of gal. I don't camp, I clamp. Like I'm a little lost in this.
I thought she had a good form.
I did it in a Maria way.
That's my girl. She's just like a spirit. I love her.
The women love her. Did they forget I have an axe? So the women love Maria. Glampers unite. I don't camp, I glamp. Hey, I love a good glamping. I'd prefer to glamp than to camp. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on here. Fun birthday week. Thank you, Boston. Oh, this is a tagged thing. So he's out there with Maria. Very nice. Maybe he'll date Maria. Who knows? Who knows? Someone posted Joey and Maria. Do. Who's this? Why is Maria tagged in this? Where's Maria? Is that Maria? Okay, why are these are we in the tagged photo section? Oh, we're in the tagged photo section. The tagged photo section is always way more interesting because it's the videos you don't always want to be posted. Like, what is this, 2 years ago? This is a long time ago. All right, so there's Maria. Anyway, she's the next Bachelorette. I'm not saying for sure. I just believe she might be. But she doesn't have any new posts tonight. Does she? No, this is 5 days ago. Chloe said, how are we going to save Paradise? I mean, there is no word of any casting for Paradise. I think Paradise So it's only February still. Paradise could shoot as late as June. It could shoot. So here's what we know. Let's go over the timeline. Here's what we know. The next thing up is Bachelorette. It will air like in May, late May, right? So Bachelorette, I'll tell you this. Bachelor ends March 25th or whatever that Monday is, right? March 28th, I've got my show. So my show will be a post-Bachelor finale party. We're thinking of maybe doing this after the end of every season. Like maybe I find a different market to go to at the end of any season and people get together. And then after the stand-up show, which has a Q&A by Clayton Eckert and all that, after that, maybe we'll do like whatever meet and greet. Let me tell you something. If anyone's ever come to see me perform stand-up, afterwards, I dish the tea. I'm going to tell you stuff I can't say publicly, okay? That's just what I do. Travis said, dude, when is casting for Maria's season? Well, if Maria is the next Bachelorette, which it's probably 80% chance it's her. That's just my guess. Fancy Pants says, I'm not ready to say goodbye to Paradise. Okay, so so just like last year. Last year they did 4. They did 4 seasons. Here's the thing with Paradise. It's easy to shoot. So they could theoretically shoot Paradise at the same time shooting Golden Bachelor. They could do both. They could also be doing some sort of summer games, some like Paradise summer games. Loonicorn said, will there be virtual tickets for the March show? I wanted to buy one, but I can't come, so I don't want to take someone's place. Well, I wouldn't worry about taking someone's place. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I'll tell you what, I can't do, you tell me, I can't do virtual tickets that, I can't do virtual tickets that air live. I don't have the technology. Loonicorn said, but what if it sells out? I'm not saying I don't think it'll sell out, but like also maybe I'm not being optimistic here, but it's a big place. I think it's like a 400 seater. I had about 80 people come to my Seattle show, which was only 100 seater. So it was close to a sellout. So what I could do is, Louise said Dave's stand-up show is awesome. Thank you. I have a bunch of new jokes. I have a new joke about getting pregnant. I have a new joke that I've been developing about the way men and women try to trick each other into, basically a joke about the ghosting epidemic. A couple other things, and then some of the classics. I have a show in Nashville on Wednesday at 6 p.m., which I'll be running a lot of these jokes. But I don't think it's going to sell out. They always open up tickets same day. I don't think it's going to sell out. But again, don't buy a ticket if you can't show up because don't waste your money. But I will say this. For anyone who does buy a ticket, I will give you, I think that's what I have to do. I think for whoever buys a ticket, I can give them a private set and make sure that it only goes to them. Here's my concern. My concern is that Jane Doe is going to, take something I say and use it against me. I don't know. But again, I don't really have many jokes about her. Oh, Louise, thanks. That's one of my favorite. I haven't done it in a while. But I definitely want to start to get, I need to get a show booked in Atlanta, Charleston, South Carolina. I want to do some Florida. I want to do places that I can drive to, especially once we have the baby. But what I will do is anyone who does buy a ticket, I will at least honor my set in the Q&A with Clayton and all of that. Absolutely. Oh, we have 170 people. Okay, look, here's the deal. I got to get going. The truth is, my wife came home from she went to Home Goods with my mother-in-law, and they got back like right before the show ended. So I haven't had much time to spend quality time with them. Oh, Courtney said St. Louis, please. No, Courtney, trust me. Shoot me a DM. I got to make St. Louis happen. Maybe even as early as April. Maybe I can. I don't want to be too far away when the baby's on the way, but St. Louis is a huge priority. I got to make it happen. I definitely have a lot of family there. And yeah, I got to make that happen. But anyway, folks, I don't know. I mean, let's do this. I'm going to look up Reddit where, things are posted last minute and see if there's any statements from people. But I'm telling you right now, I just don't see there being a reason for anyone to make any statements. I'm guessing tomorrow we'll get a statement about, I don't know. We'll get a statement from Jen, maybe from Kelsey. Yeah, there's nothing posted. Big Ralph said, Dave, please elaborate on why you moved to Nashville from Los Angeles. Well, we wanted to buy a home, and Nashville was a market that we could buy a home. Los Angeles, we didn't want to buy a home that needed to be fixed up. You probably know this, but with my work schedule and like my priorities in life, I'm just not really in the place to want to fix things up. I make content all day. I tell jokes at night. That's where I am. That's where I'm at. So Nashville afforded us that opportunity. I do miss Los Angeles. Berta said Milwaukee or Chicago. Berta, both of those would be great. I'm actually supposed to be speaking to the Chicago Bachelor class at DePaul University. As you guys might know, especially if you're on Patreon, I spoke to them 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Can you believe that? After all, tomorrow asked, is Nashville hot all year round? No, I mean, it's very cold. I moved here when it was snowing. But it was 70 today. It finally started to warm up. But yeah, it was cold the first month I was here. But yeah, I moved for several reasons. For tax purposes, it made sense with my job, what I do for work. It was an okay place for stand-up, although, it could still use some, Gabrielle says, are you going to recreate your backyard from your last home? No, we now have a nice backyard living space. So we're not going to have to recreate it, but we do have the lounge chairs. You live in the DePaul area. I think I'm going to zoom in for this trip. If I had a show booked in Chicago, I would drive up, but that's pretty far. Let me see what the distance is. Trust me, I love Chicago. I loved going there. I did Zanies and all that other jazz. I loved it, but I think it's pretty far. So let's see, it was 5-6 hours maybe it's 7. It's almost 8 hours away. Yeah, that's so far. It's crazy. And then I wonder, hopefully they'll keep installing more superchargers, because it does take a little. Road trips are kind of tough with the electric car. Not tough, but you have to know the route and where to charge and all that. Lots of good options. Guys, again, sorry we don't have more to talk about. All right, that's just the way it is. I made 3 videos today, and if you haven't already, please download the podcast. I'll have my recap up first thing. I think my recap goes up at like midnight. If you're a night owl, my recap on the podcast goes up super early. After all, tomorrow says, has your wife always lived in Los Angeles? No, she's from Kentucky, and she and I both lived in New York before LA. We've adjusted pretty good to Kentucky. But anyhow, folks, I'll stay in touch with you. I'll let you know where my shows are and all that other stuff. But that'll be it from me. Again, sorry we don't have more to talk about. It is what it is. But have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Tomorrow will be interesting. Reality Steve's going to be dropping some news. I will be covering that. It'll be our top story of the day. I'm going to be sharing the full court case from Clayton's saga, and we'll have a lot more to talk about. So I'm going to save my voice for that. We'll talk to you guys all later. Bye, everybody.